What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. You guys should be seeing my, oh, actually, you know what? That is the complete wrong screen. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. I apologize. Nope. That is just completely wrong. Anyway, don't worry about that. It is not over, guys. I promise. Hey, Hazard. Welcome back again. Nah, no worries. And hey, Dallas. Alright, can you guys hear me a little bit better now? Hopefully it's a little bit better. Voice is too low. Let me know if that's a little bit better now. I turned it up. What's going on, Robert? Welcome. And Dallas, my day is going pretty good. How is everybody's day going? I'm gonna go quickly try to sleep. I don't remember if I have a bed here. I mean, I'm sure I got a bed somewhere. I'm gonna head down here to the basement where we have all of our villagers trapped. Gonna steal a bed just for a quick second here. Alright, let the rain go ahead and stop. And as you guys can tell, we are at the old base, and that is because I needed some XP. Because my pickaxe was about to break, and my XP sources at the new base kind of suck. But that's okay. Anyway, how are you guys all doing? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. I know that I am. I'm going to be sitting here for just another moment. I'm not going to let this replenish all the way. That'll take way too long, but just for a little bit more. And as you can tell, these babies are not dying, unfortunately, but we can always go and take care of that. I'm also considering actually heading out to the end to try to collect some ender pearls. Oh, thank you so much, Lifelies. I appreciate the $1 there. Minecraft raining, IRL raining, yeah. I wish it was like that for me. I really actually like enjoying. I enjoy hearing the rain, but it's just kind of dreary out by me. But no rain. What's going on, Lifelies? Welcome once again. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh yeah, you guys can see the new little alert I made. Basically, I just put my my logo, and I made it wobble. It's a lot of wobbling, hopefully, but that's okay. Yeah, we're back at the old base. We're collecting some stuff to try to go ahead and just move some more stuff over to the new base, basically. Not really sure what I want to bring over. Kind of just going through stuff here and there to see what I have. I don't really remember what I actually went ahead and actually left here, but we're going to find out. Yeah, I guess we'll take the gold. What we'll do is I guess we'll actually go and smelt down this one piece just to go ahead and get that out of my inventory. That's okay. I also brought the banners with me, so I'm going to be taking those back to the new base so that we can make the new banner hall at some point. I think would be nice. Bring it all yet? Well, eventually I will. But it's going to take some time. I mean, I don't want to completely gut this place. I do want this to be a little bit of a, you know, spawn base, just because this is right, you know, this is right on the spawn chunk. So, it's nice to have a little bit here. Do I have anything useful? I mean, there's a couple of things useful in here, but nothing I really want to bring at the moment. Oh, thank you, Barrett, for the $2. Send some resource packs to Discord. I'll definitely have to actually go and check that out. Oh, thank you, Lifelies. Do I drink dihydrogen monoxide? I do. And right now my dihydrogen monoxide is infused with tea leaves. I'm drinking kind of a half and half kind of tea. It was half green tea before, and then the girlfriend just poured in some sweet tea, so now it's like half sweet tea, half green tea, and it's actually very good. And thank you guys so much for the donations. I do appreciate that. I don't know if you guys can hear me drinking there, but it's probably pretty loud. Alright. Do I need anything else? Cobble, no. I'll leave the saddles there for now. Tridents, don't really want the tridents. Crossbows, no. Fancy, fancy. Carpet, villager banner, no. Don't need that, that's empty. Nothing important, nothing important. Oh, Robert, don't worry at all. I appreciate you guys just going ahead and just, just watching, talking to me. Trying to think if I need anything else. I think that's probably it for now. Let's go ahead and let's actually quickly hop into... Oh, actually, let's collect some of these pumpkins, maybe. And some of these melons. I want to try to start growing some of them at the new base. So let's just grab a couple. Especially since I want to use it for the map wall. If you guys saw the map wall in the latest episode that I think went live, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I'm actually missing one jack-o'-lantern, and I did not tell anybody. But it is something that I know about, and it's bothering me. I'm so glad to hear that the audio levels are a little bit better there. Thank you, Gma. Alright, probably just collect that many. That's probably plenty for now. We'll grab some sugar cane too, because we always need paper for rockets. And the only thing I'm actually really missing for a bunch of rockets are the gunpowder, but we'll go ahead and we'll collect some here and there. Not terribly worried about that quite yet. What's going on, Fuzzy Wumple? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for going ahead and stopping by today. It does mean the world to me, having each and every one of you here. I put the signs up there. And we will have to get Puffer Pony at some point to the new base, but it's going to be a far track, and I don't really want to go ahead and actually bother doing it right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's actually go to the Ender Portal. Or not, yeah, the End Portal? Ender Portal? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter how you say it, but anyway, let's go to the End Portal, and let's try to collect a couple of Ender Pearls. It's just going to be out this way. You guys can probably see the village already. Thankfully, it only takes one rocket between the spawn base and the village over here to get to my end portal. And I have written down the coordinates to the new base, so don't worry. We will hopefully not get lost. I have the coordinates, so I mean, I guess it's kind of impossible to get lost unless I lose it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Oh god, he won't go away. Okay. Good catch. I will have to take care of that at some point. I was having trouble earlier when I was going and I was actually making it. I was experimenting with it, doing the whole test, and for some reason the duration was all messed up. It's supposed to be a 8-second duration, but it just was not stopping. Anyway, it still has the event list in the top left, so for right now it's just going to be the event list. So I apologize. I'll have to fix the alert at some point. The god is fallen. He will return, don't worry. He will rise again. Alright, we do have some food, which is always good. Alright, let's go and try to get some Endermen. I'm going to have to make an Enderman farm at some point because there are... Looks like the OpenBSD logo. I actually don't know what that is, unfortunately. Am I going to make a silverfish farm? Probably at some point. I really like the one that Ethos Lab made. He did a pretty cool one where he actually went ahead and, obviously used, Spartan pistons to go ahead and detect if the silverfish infested a block to make a, I guess it's a monster block they call them. And then he just compressed them into, I think, like something like an 8x8x8. And, if you go ahead and you mine one, they start all popping out. It's just a good way to actually go ahead and to store XP in block form, which is kind of cool. And yeah, tips are pretty nice. Obviously not required or anything like this, but I work as a waiter. I don't know if you guys know this, so tips mean a lot to me. Obviously, you know, my real job, just because they go ahead and they you know, make up a large proportion of you know, the money I do make at my real job. I think the wage I get paid, you know, hourly from the restaurant itself is something like $5.44, which is not, you know, not worth it at all. But you know, after tips, you know, thankfully, because people are so generous, you know, I end up making about 25 an hour, thankfully. But you know, at a restaurant, typically you work shorter hours. You don't, you know, I'm not full time by any means. You're not going to go. You're not actually going to, you know, make anything like 40 hours a week typically. But you know, point being there, I guess, is that tips are definitely helpful. So I do appreciate each and every one, but don't worry if you can't do it. It's a pufferfish, but he has sunglasses and the original authors of Open SSH. Oh, okay. Very, very cool. Yeah, my pufferfish was actually made by a guy in Indonesia, I believe, on Fiverr. If you guys are ever curious, I can link his account on, because he's a really nice guy. His English is great, and honestly, his work was, you know, I was very happy with it. I had like one revision I had to make, but the package I bought from him, actually, it was came with unlimited revision. So if I really wanted to change more things, I could have. Do I like Pokemon? I do like Pokemon, actually. I haven't played that much Pokemon recently, but I used to play a ton of like Heart Gold. Thank you, Fuzzy. Thank you. Again, just watching, just hanging out, just talking. That, you know, that means the world to me. Went weird for you for a second there. I'm not sure what happened, Ring, but hopefully it's working out for you. Where are the Endermen when you need them? Come on, guys. Trying to get a couple for you know, just messing around with, but also because I do want to make some ender chests pretty soon, and I kind of need to get a couple of those. Come on. So what's everybody doing right now? Is everybody maybe having a snack or a drink or something? What's going on, Mo? If you guys are having a drink, let me know what you're drinking. I'm curious. I would like to actually try to keep something like, you know, something not too bad, like stocked in my mini fridge whenever I'm streaming, just to have something to go and drink, because, oh boy, does my mouth get dry talking a lot. Something I need to work on, something I need to get better at doing, you know. Like I said, right now I'm having like the half green tea, half sweet tea, which is pretty nice. Oh boy, come on, Enderman. Where did I put my little cobblestone thing I was using? How did I manage to lose that? Is that over there? Yeah. You live almost entirely out of your ender chest. Yeah, it's something I really don't use that much. I need to start using them more, but I just, for some reason, don't. You're watching me play Minecraft and drinking some water. Water is always, always good. Keep yourself hydrated. You know, hydration goes ahead, you know, makes you feel more awake, more alert, less likely to get headaches. Very, very good for you. Come on, Mr. Enderman, please cooperate with me. I'm starting to regret using the flame aspect too on this, but I kind of want to purposely put all the enchantments I could. This thing has, yeah, literally 6 enchantments on it. But I don't know. I mean, it's good to cook food and stuff, but actually using it on mobs that teleport, like the Enderman, is not fun. You're drinking a Steel Reserve fruit punch. That sounds pretty good. Cherry Powerade. Kind of wish I had something with caffeine in it right now, but that's okay. I drink enough of that kind of stuff. There is caffeine in tea, but not a whole lot. Come on, Enderman. Please cooperate. Let's go. Oh, just Just take the sword. So I actually had a couple ideas for today. Obviously, we're we're grinding a couple things out real quick, but I was working on the cave spider spawner off camera a little bit, so I'm going to show you guys that when we actually get to the new base. But also, I want to do some mining down in the mine to try to get some resources gathered. And I figured, might as well talk to you guys while I'm doing it, because it's kind of boring doing it by myself. And maybe, just maybe, we'll go and we'll actually pick out some spots for some later builds. Because I do have quite a few ideas I want to go and put into the new base location. But I do want to pick out some good spots, so like the pagoda and the banner hall. I want to find a good spot for that pretty soon. Somewhere, hopefully, that's, not too much terraforming I'd have to do, but, a good spot. Hey, what's going on, Keegan? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. That's probably good for right now. And the villagers are back here. Looks like it is nighttime. Gonna have another sip of my tea there. Oh no, get out of there. Alright, is it nighttime? I guess it is nighttime. Deal? What is deal? Rocked my desk there a little bit. Hope you guys heard that. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get out of here. Oh, do I actually? I guess we'll have to check in a second. I'm going to see if I have any more gunpowder, because I might want to try to make some more rockets. I probably don't have any more. I probably did clear myself out already, in all honesty, but that's okay. Yeah, I think we did. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and let's actually head out of here. Can you offer me your deal? That would entirely depend on what the deal would, encompass. Alright, do I have any food? Actually, this isn't the food chest. What am I talking about? Food chest is down here. It's empty. Okay, guys, we have no food at this location. I think we brought it all with us. And I probably don't have anything over here, right? I don't think so. Should I put a clock near the bedroom? Yeah, I probably should. Actually, I have one in the new base. But since we're not going to be really staying here much, I'm not too bothered here. Alright, you know what? We're going to have to just go ahead and maybe kill a couple cows and use that, because this will go and this will cook the beef. Or I could do some sheep as well. Maybe we'll do some mutton. Yeah, that'll be good for now. Okay. And let's take that off the hotbar, because we're probably going to accidentally use that. And so the coordinates we need to be heading towards are -816 and 4,305, which I believe is going to be in this direction. Take care, Life Lies. Thank you so much again for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for your super chats. Have a good day. All right, let's go ahead and let's head out this way. Oop. I'm terrible at using the Elytra. I don't know if you guys can tell. Trying to go ahead and actually activate them without a large drop, I just completely fail at for some reason. For some reason, I thought this was like a spawner or something. But it is not. That's okay. Nope. Okay. Do I need blocks? I have blocks here. How about I actually make myself a little bit of a tower here out of wool, which is ridiculous, but that's okay. Let's get to F5. And let's head out this way. So like I said, -816, 4,305. So out in this direction somewhere. Use the trident to fly past the enchantment. Yeah, I have Riptide somewhere, but I actually don't have it put on my trident. The trident currently has Impaling and Loyalty, Mending, and Unbreaking on it. But eventually I have to get another one with the Riptide. I was going to say Channeling there. I think Channeling is used for the Channeling of Lightning, if I'm not mistaken. And we are probably going to run out of rockets, I'm assuming. But that's okay. I think maybe we got to head out more this way. Yeah, it's Riptide. Yeah, I thought it is. I've never used it before, but I've heard good things. At some point, I'm actually going to need to make an Elytra launcher. You know, I made one in the tutorial series, but it's definitely required for the Let's Play. It'd be pretty handy. I think I should try to angle this a little bit better. Maybe this way a little bit. Nope. Maybe this way? I think this way. Yeah, this way a little bit better. Okay. So did anybody do anything interesting today? I know I really didn't. We got up a little bit late. We were actually up pretty late last night. We were playing some Dark Souls 3, which was a lot of fun. But because of that, we slept in a little bit and woke up late. But kind of skipped breakfast. We had some junk food for lunch. We actually went out to Crystal, which is like a southern version of White Castle, if you guys know what White Castle is. And pretty much didn't really do a whole lot until now, unfortunately. I guess I did record my video tonight. I did edit it and post that, but that thankfully wasn't too much time. It's a really big jungle right here. I wonder if there is a panda. Alright, so we're actually just about at the correct X. Now it's all about the Z. Aim about 40 degrees down, then 40 degrees up. Okay, I can try my best to do that. Yeah, so that's about 40 up. And then, so maybe that's 40 down. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is pretty fun. I've actually been attempting to speedrun it a little bit. By attempt, I mean I'm trying to get good at killing the bosses, because currently I cannot... there's a lot of them I can't kill. Well, I struggle at finding bosses. I really haven't played it a whole lot. I've gone ahead and, you know, I like watching a lot of speedruns on it. I've been watching this guy called the Democracy, and he's got some good like beginner tutorials on speedrunning it. Specifically, the all bosses speedrun. Any percent's kind of not my style, but the all bosses is pretty cool. And I've been trying to get better at Gundyr and Vort, but obviously with a lot of the strategies, like with Vort, if you go and use up the pine not the pine bundles, with the gold pine resin, you kind of screw yourself as far as with time, so it can be a little bit difficult. And Mo, this is actually a really good strategy, I have to say. This is saving me on a lot of rockets. And we are actually almost there. We'd actually head this way just slightly. And there's the outpost right there. So that means our house is right there. Very, very nice. Build the creeper farm. Yeah, I really need to. Really need to at some point, but we'll have to worry about that at a little bit of a later date. Yeah, there's a chick on the top of my roof. I actually don't remember that for some reason. Alright, and we're home. So let's go and let's actually deposit a couple things. But yeah, see, I have my my clock right here by my bed. Probably not going to be at the old base too much more. I'm going to try to deposit some of the random stuff I have here. I am not organized at all. This is horrible how disorganized I am at the moment. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and worry about that at a future date. Let me go ahead and let me show you guys a couple of things. Hey Felix, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Raid farm first, which will give you gunpowder. It's a good idea. Just having those emeralds are going to be really helpful. There's a mule here, actually. I saw this the other day. Let me actually try to get the mule, because I would like to have that. Nope, actually, I guess I did tame him already. Let me go ahead and let me actually grab myself a saddle, and we'll go and bring the mule over this way somewhere. I think today we're also going to try moving this shaft somewhere else, because I kind of getting tired of having this here. I want this to be naturey, maybe put a pond here. So I'm going to have to pick a new spot for that, but that's okay. Let's get some saddles. There's actually a couple of horses, too, I wanted to go and bring. Maybe I'll bring the horses in here or something, I don't know. All right, Mule Boy, where are you? Hey, what's going on, Crizier? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you are having a good day today. All right, we now... Oh, it's a donkey. It's not a mule. My bad. We have a donkey. I forgot. We have to... I guess we have to breed the mule. All right, let me go ahead and maybe... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and actually get some fence posts and maybe some leads, and maybe we'll go ahead and we'll actually keep them outside for future use. I think I do have some fence posts, don't I? I think I made too many at one point. Yeah, I got some there. All right, let's go and let's actually... Oh, that's not supposed to be there. That's okay. Let's go ahead and put this down right over here. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. All right, you can stay there, donkey. And I think there's a horse out this way that I actually went ahead and I tamed, but I never brought over. So let me see if I can find him real quick. Mo, I am sorry to hear that. I mean, it's easy to say, obviously, don't feel that way, but obviously with a lot of, feelings like that, you kind of have to get to the root cause. If it's a person that you can, possibly take out of your life, obviously it's not always easy. Let's say it's a family member that's making you feel that way. If it's, something job-related, it's kind of difficult at times to go ahead and, remove that feeling from your life directly. But, you really shouldn't feel that way. You are, constantly improving. Trying to find some good words here. Human beings, something that we're wonderful at is, constantly becoming, an improved version of ourselves. We have the ability to constantly, learn new skills, change your lifestyle. Let's say you want to go ahead and you want to be more productive and you feel like, you kind of waste your days away. Guess what? You can go and you can wake up a little bit earlier. You can, get some stuff done. Maybe you want to learn something new. You can teach yourself, plenty of stuff just on YouTube alone. There's a lot you can go ahead and you can do to change your lifestyle or, change what's going on in your life to make you, I'm trying to get some good advice out. I apologize, Mom. I'm not really the best at advice, but basically what I'm trying to tell you is, please don't feel that way. The only person that should be, going ahead and measuring, what you amount to is yourself. And basically what I think you should do is you should set some goals for yourselves. And, they should be realistic at first. Let's say, you go ahead and you set yourself a short-term goal. Maybe it's, like for me, I struggle with waking up on time. I usually go ahead and actually wake up pretty late during the day. And that's not really something I want to do because I usually waste a lot of my day away. Small little steps, do different, small things to go and try to make yourself, a better version of yourself. You don't need to change yourself. Just make yourself a slightly better version. No problem. Hopefully that made you feel a little bit better. Again, I'm terrible at advice, but anyway. What's going on, Absolute Carrot? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Do I watch Hermitcraft and Truly Bedrock? Here and there a little bit. I used to watch a lot of Hermitcraft. I liked watching Etho on it. Truly Bedrock, I really haven't watched any at all, unfortunately. I know that like Silent Whisper is on there and a couple other guys, but just haven't really had a chance, unfortunately. But it's some cool people on there, honestly. Still in high school, so you got plenty of time. Don't worry. High school is honestly, if high school is a weird, time in your life where you feel rushed to go ahead and, figure things out. But the truth is, high school honestly is just the beginning. You're just starting to figure out what you want to do. I'm in college. I'm, my senior year of college basically. And I'm already considering to change my major and that'll, put me back another 2 or 3 years. So don't don't go ahead and don't panic too much. Don't feel like you're not knowing what you're doing in life. You really just at the beginning. You got plenty of time. Now that doesn't mean you should go ahead and you should dilly dally. You should go ahead and you should try to make yourself a plan. But things change. Things happen. So don't worry too much. And I'm glad to hear that. Oh, so yeah, I made a staircase, by the way, for the spider farm down here. And if you head down, I have to pretty this up at some point. I have a little bit of a collection system for the cave spiders. I don't have it hooked up to a trident killer yet, but that'll have to happen soon. But yeah, just all going to collect it down here and move down here. I'm not sure if I need to push this back a little bit because I'm not 100% sure if they're spawning when I'm at the edge. I'm going to have to figure that out, but maybe not this second. I think right now I want to do some mining, probably. And probably to start off the mining, I want to go ahead and actually move the shaft like I was saying. Where did that horse go? There was a horse, like I said, that I was going, and I was actually trying to bring back. Did I do that already? Sometimes I do this where I talk and I kind of lose focus on what I'm doing in the game, and then things just happen. And I'm pretty sure, actually, I think I remember bringing the horse over here. Yeah, I did. Okay, so never mind. I did this entirely unconsciously. Interesting. I think it needs to be moved back. We have that part in the back at. Possibly. Yeah. I don't think it needs to be the same chunk. I believe you need to be within 16 blocks for it to spawn. And I think you need to be within 32 blocks. No, how does it work? I think, yeah, 16 blocks within of the spawner, and you need to remove, I think, the mobs 24 blocks away for it to continue spawning. So for peak efficiency, you want to be within 16 blocks, but have them move away 24 blocks, if I'm not mistaken. At least I believe that's how it worked last time I made, spawners, years ago. I don't know why this area feels a little bit laggy, and I'm not really happy with that. I gotta try to figure out what's happening, but it just feels a little laggy right here, and it was not happening at my old base. All right, if you guys have not seen the map already, here's the map. Here's my my house right here, the gigantic ravine, and there's the outpost. And in this direction is going to be the ocean monument, which I'm very, very happy to have one nearby. Yeah, learning all like the different spotting mechanics can be difficult at times. There is a ton to it, unfortunately. But just gotta watch videos on it. Go ahead and learn. Learn by watching, basically, is probably the best thing to do. How do you hang a map? It's actually just an item frame. Here, I'll go and I'll pull one down real quick. Let me go and move that off my hot part as well. Go ahead and actually pull that off. So I have a jack-o'-lantern back here to actually backlight it, so it's completely lit evenly throughout, except for right there. I actually need to go and I need to fix that in a second. But you go and you actually place down an item frame, place down the map, and you can rotate it by right-clicking. So I just have mine rotated once. And that's it. After you moved out of the 9x9 spawn area, the spawner, keep it going. I'm pretty sure in the past it was you had to move them about like... I mean, they're being moved out of the 9x9 spawning area for sure. Because actually, that's normally how I go and I encase them. I go out 4 blocks in every direction. And then typically like 2 blocks above and 3 blocks below. So if that is the case, it should be functioning anyway. No problem, Felix. Yeah, I guess we're actually just going to go ahead and start mining it in a second here. Yeah, I guess that's what we're going to do. So let's go and let's hop down and try our best not to die, because every once in a while I take too much fall damage and it's not good. Usually drop them 7. I will definitely have to look into doing that pretty soon. So this is the little bit of mining area. It's been going pretty good. I have quite a few things. I think I have a cobble in here, more cobble, more cobble. We got some granite, some gravel, some dirt, some diorite, some andesite. Got a little bit of iron, some redstone, some coal, some flint, diamonds, some gold, and I think that's it for right now. Something that's actually really interesting that I did not think I'd ever have a problem with. I'm really struggling and actually going collecting gravel, just because my Fortune 3 shovel is turning literally everything into flint. So I have a ton of flint, but hardly any gravel, and I might have to make a different pickaxe, different shovel at some point to fix that. Pool of water. Yeah, I actually might even go ahead and consider doing some, some slime blocks at a later point. Nicely organized. Yeah, I'm trying to stay organized a little bit, but I'm not too bothered if it gets a little bit messy, because I do need to make a mass storage system at some point too, with hopefully some item sorters. I'm realizing now I don't actually have any torches. Yep, let me grab some torches real quick. Sometimes I can get out with one firework, but sometimes it takes two, so that's okay. Alright, let's grab some torches, or some sticks, something. I got plenty of coal. I guess I really just need sticks, don't I? But do I have any more sticks anywhere else? If I see them and I pass them up, I apologize. I am blind half the time, it seems. Yeah, we'll go and use that, I guess. Yeah, well, I mean, the real reason is I was actually using it to harvest my crops, because the fortune does actually affect things like, potatoes and carrots and beets. I think beets. Anyway, it definitely affects potatoes and carrots. So that's when it comes in handy. But on gravel, it's terrible. But I've got a lot of diamonds. I'm not really too worried about it. I'm going to pull the diamonds down to the bottom to have with everything else, I think, for right now. Yeah, it's good for right now. Okay. And we got some coal down there already, so. Gently float down, gently float down. Alright, where are the diamonds? Diamonds. Diamonds? Diamonds. There's the diamonds. Okay. And now we need coal. Thank you so much, Hazard, for going ahead and stopping by. I hope to stream again soon. I'm trying to do at least once a week, but I guess we'll have to see in the future. But again, have a wonderful day. What's going on, Rings Landing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Alright, let's go ahead and start doing this way, I guess. Now, this is the part of the stream where it's going to get a little bit dull. I might zone out a little bit. Might forget to talk, because I am awful at, filling in the silence. I really wish I could go to have some, some music playing. Something just to relax to. But I am afraid of using that on YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch here and there a little bit. Not on this channel. It was a different account, but, on Twitch you really don't need to worry, because they'll just mute your VOD. But you can't really get in trouble. But YouTube, you definitely can get in trouble for that. You're good at building medieval builds? That's pretty cool. I really need to practice doing some more like decorative builds, because I am terrible. This house is probably my best yet that I've done, and I'm sure it needs a lot of improvement, honestly. I was really pleased with my lighthouse I did on my Better Builds episode. That took a little while. You've been playing chess and practicing talking the entire time. I don't think I could talk during chess. I would need to focus. I mean, I'm terrible at the game, so that could be the other reason. I guess if you're good at the game and you can kind of play without thinking too much, you probably could focus more on talking, because multitasking is not something I'm very good at, unfortunately. If I did Twitch streams, can I let you know? Yeah, sure, absolutely. I have a Twitch account for this username, but I have not streamed on Twitch yet. I kind of just took the username just to make sure nobody else could take it. But not really sure if I want to stream on Twitch, honestly. I mean, obviously there's some benefits there, but I don't want to necessarily have to start over on a platform. I mean, obviously I could pull some of you guys from YouTube, but I don't know how well that would actually work. So, oh, you kind of talk out your thoughts. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, talking through what you're doing. I try to do that a little bit on here, obviously, but I don't know. My thoughts are kind of all over the place half the time, so going ahead and trying to organize that in some way that people understand is kind of difficult, because usually I don't fully understand it. How did I come up with the name Pseudox? So Pseudox is actually just the word Exodus backwards. For some reason, when me and my friend were getting our Xbox 360s, I think this was back in like 2011. I remember it was when Black Ops 1 came out, and it was when Skyrim was out. We got both of us got Xbox 360s for Christmas, and we were making some accounts, and I had used the name Exodus for quite a while on PC and stuff, and I tried using it on Xbox Live. It was taken, so I reversed it, and I used Pseudox, and yep, that's it. So Pseudox is literally just Exodus backwards. So when in doubt, if your username's taken, try reversing it, is the moral of the story. I present it quite well. Thank you. It is probably me having to deal with people at work and talking a lot, because before I was a server, I worked in a pharmacy as a pharmacy technician, and dealing with the elderly, who are coming in for their medications that may be confused at times, trying to actually deal with them at times can be difficult, but that is neither here nor there. It seems, honestly, most of my jobs that I've had through my life have been, mostly customer service related. So, like right now, like I said, I'm a waiter. Before that, it was working for a grocery store as a pharmacy technician, a produce clerk, customer service staff, things like that. Mostly talking to people. So you got to keep people happy. And thankfully, in the job, I didn't necessarily have to entertain people, but it's probably helped me talk a little bit easier to, people. Hey, what's going on, LSU? Welcome. And X Blue Wire, welcome. Yes, this is Bedrock Edition. My channel is actually entirely dedicated to Minecraft Bedrock Edition, just because I wanted to go and make sure that my channel was accessible to as many people as possible. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that most Minecraft players actually play on console, which obviously is strictly Bedrock. So I try to make sure that all my tutorials and everything are accessible to the greatest amount of people, and that you can be sure they work, at least in the current version of Bedrock. Now, obviously, a lot of Java builds don't necessarily translate fully to Bedrock, unfortunately, but that is what this channel is all about. You got stuck with your gamer tag. Can you get a shout out? What's going on, LSU Superfan? Welcome. The default weepy teacher was too sad, so we should just teach a person 21 stuck with it. That is kind of funny. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. Yeah, there's got to be something like 10 times the amount of Bedrock players than there are Java players. I mean, I do have Java. I honestly mostly played Java. The only reason I switched over was because of making the YouTube channel. There's not too many big Bedrock Edition YouTubers, and I thought doing something a little bit different. Also, just because there are probably a greater amount of viewers looking for Bedrock content. it probably was a good little niche to get into, and honestly, it's paid off quite well. That's okay, Ring. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. And you know, some of the best usernames are ones that you don't even pick yourself. So yeah, Robert. Yeah, Pocket Edition technically is Bedrock as well. Pocket Edition it used to be its own thing entirely, but I believe now they brought in all the console versions. They brought in Windows 10 version and Pocket Edition, and now it's all just packaged as Bedrock. So all the features should essentially be the same. I know that PS4 at the moment I think has limited ROM support is the only issue, but that'll be coming soon enough. And oh yeah, that's the other nice thing. Obviously, is that on Bedrock there is cross-platform play, which is awesome. Like when my friend comes over, he has his Switch, and he has Minecraft on a Switch, and we can play together. I'll be on my PC playing Windows 10 edition, and he'll be playing on the Switch, and we can play together, which is pretty cool. Yeah, probably not much better than on a laptop. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I kind of just hate the controls. Like, if I don't have a mouse and keyboard, I kind of get a little bit upset just because the controls are so clunky on mobile, I notice. And console, I can't go back to using a controller. I mean, certain games obviously require a controller. Like, if I'm gonna play Dark Souls. I'm gonna go back to the Dark Souls example. Dark Souls, I hate using a mouse and keyboard. It's got to be a controller. I use an Xbox controller, but it could probably be anything. Actually, I take that back. The PlayStation controllers, the DualShocks, I notice are too small for my hands. I have really big hands, guys. Like, my hands usually take up, the entire controller. And the Xbox ones are barely usually big enough. But the DualShocks on PlayStation, they feel just too small in my hands. So probably from using a controller, it's got to be Xbox. Anyway, this is what I was talking about with the shovel. I get literally no gravel. It is entirely flint. You Bluetooth your phone to a controller? That's not a bad idea. Yeah, see, I don't have an Xbox One, so I don't actually, I guess, I don't necessarily have to have an Xbox One and have an Xbox One controller, but, by virtue of the fact that I don't have an Xbox One, I don't happen to have an Xbox One controller, obviously. So, I've got my nice wired 360 controller that I use whenever I play Dark Souls. But I can definitely see how using the controller would make it a lot easier on mobile. Because using the default, touch controls are terrible. I hate it. Actually, funny enough, went ahead and my first video on this channel, I designed, in a world on mobile, the Iron Farm. I did all my troubleshooting on mobile because I think it was during the holidays, it was during Thanksgiving, and I was staying at my in-laws. I say in-laws, I'm not married, but I've been with the girl for 5 years. It feels like we're married. Anyway, we were at her parents', and I believe I was working on designing the Iron Farm on my phone. So that was my first experience using Pocket Edition, and I hated it. It was horrible. Hey, what's going on, Hunter? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, unfortunately, that current design is a little bit outdated. I'm working on making a new design. When I did testing for that design originally, I was in creative mode. For some reason, it doesn't necessarily translate from creative to survival. I'm not 100% sure why that is, but yeah, a lot of people tell me they have problems. Mostly people that are on console. I'm just going to guess that you're a console player. For some reason, people are telling me that there's like a weird lighting bug where it seems like it's light inside even though it should be dark. But even if that's not the case, for some reason, the spawning mechanics just don't seem to work for that particular build. I'm working on trying to find something that works for everybody, but not there yet, unfortunately, but it is coming. But yeah, so that's currently out of date at the moment. Excuse me, I apologize. I'm not really sure why, but I believe most mob farms on Bedrock are just a little finicky. They're a little bit easier to go ahead and deal with on Java Edition for some reason. I'm so sorry, Hunter. I tried to go and I tried to write in a lot of the comments down there that's currently out of date. I'm not sure if I pinned the comment, though. I gotta probably see if I need to pin the comment. I think I updated the description too, but I'm not 100% sure. You're on Windows 10? Yeah. I apologize. I'm not really sure why that is the case. Let me try to go and actually put some lapis in here. I don't think I have a spot for lapis. I'm gonna put some lapis right here, I think. And where's the iron? I think the iron's over here, maybe? Yeah, there's the iron. Actually, I really want to try to get the beacon up and running sometime soon, because this is, I mean, this is pretty fast. This does have efficiency 5 on it, but I do want to have the haste too, which would be nice. Worst thing in Bedrock than F3. Yeah, that can be difficult. I like, being able to see how many entities I have, or even just my my frame rate. I mean, using, I think, Shadowplay, I can see my my frame rate, but that's kind of annoying to enable. Yeah, so some kind of debugging menu would be nice, but again, since they're assuming probably most players are on either mobile or console, I can't imagine too many people are on Windows 10. I mean, I'm on Windows 10, but probably the bulk's console. Having a debugging menu probably would be a little bit weird on console. Hey, what's going on, Jonah? Welcome, welcome. Am I planning on doing any mega farms, such as Beacon, Factory, Guardian, Raid? I'll probably do eventually a raid farm soon, Guardian farm in the future as well. Doing a beacon farm, that is a big farm, and I probably won't be doing something like that. I'm not that technical, unfortunately, with a lot of my builds. So if I was doing something like that, unfortunately, I would probably just being, straight ripping off of someone else, and I don't really want to do that, unfortunately. I try to make most of the designs my own. Here and there, if I do showcase somebody else's work, I will try my best to mention it, but I know that's going to be such a large build, and I think it would be basically entirely based off of someone else's design. Are the resource packs that show light levels? Yeah, I have seen the chunk boundary one. That's actually pretty cool. And Hunter, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much for actually going ahead and watching my content. It means a lot. It really does. Do I like Star Wars? My brother's really big into Star Wars. I actually never really got into it that much. I mean, out of the the Star Wars movies that I do like, probably Episode 4. For some reason, as a kid, we watched a lot of Episode 4. I haven't seen any of the new stuff. Any of the new stuff that Disney's made, I have not seen, unfortunately. I've only seen the the original 2 trilogies. Hopefully, I got some of this gravel. If you guys see me using the wrong tool on the wrong block, just be aware I'm reading chat. So if you start seeing me, smacking, the wall with the shovel, that's kind of what's happening at the moment. Alright guys, I think I'm going to take a 2-minute break here to try to eat some food. So I do apologize. I'm going to leave the stream up, obviously, but I'm just going to put the be right back sign on. But I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys, so I apologize. Give me just a second here. I'm gonna do like a professional streamer does. I'm gonna pull up a little screen here, and then I'll be right back, guys. I apologize. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me again. I am back. I went ahead and had a quick snack, so that was pretty good. And looks like it is currently raining in the game, so that is not good. But we'll be okay. Let me know how the mic levels are. I did actually adjust the levels again, but hopefully they're back kind of where they were. And yeah, I am 23, and I did make the same mistake of using the fortune shovel on the gravel, but that is just because that's all I have at the moment. I'll have to make a better one at some point, but look at this. We're slowly getting gravel. Slowly. Let me go and put some more cobble back in there. Let's put the iron. If you guys hear anything in the background, by the way, we have an air fryer. It's brand new. Never had an air fryer before. It's pretty cool. It works pretty well, actually. I'm very, very surprised how well it works. It honestly, it's like a really, really good microwave, I have to say. Like, I know that sounds weird, but like it's essentially a convection oven, so it means it has hot circulating heat with the fan, and it works really, really well. It makes everything so crispy. It's a little noisy, but it'll be okay. Just remember, when you guys hear the noise, it means that there is nice, delicious food heading my way. So just put up with it, guys. Don't worry. Let me quickly sleep. Get another sip of my tea. And let's go ahead and let's be productive for once, because I'm kind of just walking around, mining a little bit, but not doing a whole lot, being productive, honestly. I think we should go ahead and we should do what I said. We should move the little bit of the, what am I looking for here? We should move the shaft maybe to the back of the house for right now, because I kind of don't like it where it is. So I'm thinking maybe like right here, maybe we do like a 2x2. And then we'll go and we'll close that up in a second. So this should go, and this should bring us down to the mining area. Or it could bring us to the ravine. I guess that's always a possibility. But that's not bad, I guess. It could be bad. We're going to have to find out in a second here. Game, please cooperate. Please make it not too bad. I'm gonna have to wall this in at some point. I mean, I probably will make an official entrance to the shaft at some point. To the shaft, to the the mine area at some point. But this is gonna have to be okay for now. And I think we're down at like y equals 12. I think is where I put it. If I was smart, I would have done y equals 12. Not always smart, but sometimes here and there I make it. So let's go ahead and let's see if we get down there. Hey Balam, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a good day today. Alright, so I think we should be coming up on the shaft soon. Hello? Okay, we are not there. Which way is the house? We're not the mine. Okay, it's right here. There was a 2-block thick wall that we did not account for clearly. That's okay. So this is going to be the new entrance. And we are going to go ahead and just close this up, I guess. We'll light this up so that way nothing spawns. But we're going to be closing this up just like that for right now. And then we'll go back up to the top, and we'll have to close that from the top. And then we'll go ahead and we'll actually do some, maybe some nature stuff in our little courtyard. We'll actually use it as a courtyard for once. And I gotta be real careful about these rockets because we are running real low. Alright. And we're back out at the top, which is always good. Should probably harvest some wood at some point, I'm realizing. I think I'm running a little bit low on wood. Alright, let's go ahead and cover this up, and let's get some dirt down. Do something like, yeah, maybe a little bit lower, honestly. Because if I do make the pond, I do want to have some kind of a I do want to have some kind of a little bit of a bottom floor to it, just so that I don't accidentally mine through it. So we'll do that for right now. Probably going to mine this out because there's really no reason to have that. And we'll put down some dirt. Which we got one piece of dirt. Good deal. Alright, let's see what else we have. Must have something over here. Yeah, we got some dirt. Good deal. So, what do you guys think about me going and doing like a little pond back here? Is that a good idea? Should I not do it? I want it to feel naturey, and for some reason when I think naturey and I think of like a little bit of a courtyard, I think of a little pond. I mean, who would not want to have, you know, a pond inside their house? It's pretty cool. Let me try to get rid of some of this stuff. Hopefully the grass will spread soon, because that's going to bother me. Oh yeah, that's also what we said. We said we were going to actually try to find a location for the pagoda. I think we should build that soon. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'm actually going to let that go ahead and let that sit for a while. Let's choose a location. Why don't we work on that? So I will need your input, guys. This is going to be a large build. It's going to be a Buddhist/Shinto shrine with a pagoda. Probably like a 4-level pagoda. You know, something pretty tall, something pretty nice. With a little bit of a banner hall, so that we can actually showcase our banners. And if you guys don't know already, the banners, I actually create a banner, a unique banner, for every one of my patron supporters. So I like to do something a little special for them, and that is something I do. So I want a nice little place to showcase them, because as it stands, I had a room at the old base, but I brought them with me because they were not being shut off properly. So let's go and let's make some place nearby here. Maybe I'll do it over here. This looks like a good spot. This way we can actually probably build a nice little bridge heading this way. Maybe I'll level it off a little bit. That's a little high. Yeah, this is a pretty nice open area. This could be a good spot. Now what we'll actually have to do is we'll have to pick a little bit of a level to do it at, so I can level it down. I don't want everything to be at the same level that the house is at necessarily. So maybe if we do it, I don't know, maybe at this level would be pretty nice. We could bring some stuff up. We can go down a level if we really wanted to. Let me try to see what I feel like. What seems nice, because I do want it a little bit raised, because I do want it to be a focal point, and I think the best way to have a focal point is to have it a little bit higher than the surrounding areas. Yeah, let's go for this spot here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start just mining out some of the dirt here, and filling in some of the low points. And as long as this will be the highest level on this little area over here, I think it will be okay. And if this seems laggy at all to you guys, it feels a little laggy to me. Again, I don't know why, but hopefully that figures itself out, because that is getting a little frustrating here and there. Let's fill this stuff in, because I do not want this water down here for any reason. Yeah, that's good enough. And also because we'll probably have a huge surplus of dirt, and this is something I can just use it for. Alright. Might have to actually mine up some more dirt before I can finish this. Most definitely. And if I miss any holes and it's bothering you, just trust me, it's bothering me equally. So, but my laziness is also competing with my my irritation level, so it probably will just stay unfilled in, and that's okay. And if you guys were ever wondering if it's worth it to put efficiency 5 on a shovel, it is. It 100% is worth it, because you can do something like this. But the trouble is, if you're not careful, you will completely destroy your shovel. And that is entirely possible. Alright, that is a lot of dirt. Is this a pretty big hill? Yeah, this is a pretty big hill, honestly. but that's okay. We do want a good large area to work with. Come on. Thinking a little bit if I actually don't manage to clear out a big enough area with the shovel as it is. Since I don't really have a good source of XP at the moment, I probably will just craft a new shovel and just allow it to break, because I'm not really too bothered with having to make a new one. Well, not really too bothered with making a new one and just using it up. Only trouble will be it actually just won't have efficiency on it, but oh well. There are certainly worse things in the world. Clear out some of that right there. Let's go and fill this in as well. And let's actually really quickly sleep before the sun goes down and everything starts spawning, because that won't be good. Although to be fair, I probably could just get some more gunpowder if we did get some spawns in. So I guess that could be useful. Oh no. I'm gonna have to fix that in a moment. That was an accident. I wish there was like a way to go and like lock the logs from doing that, because that does stink when that happens. Yeah, let me see if I have any more pieces back here. I might not, and if I don't, I'll just have to actually go ahead and gather some more. Yeah, it looks like at the moment I don't have some, so I'll have to go grab some, but we'll go and we'll take care of that in a little bit. I'll just break that for the moment. Here, we'll go and we'll tear down just one of the trees, not too much, just one. Alright, that'll be enough. Okay, let's go back and fix that real quick, or else I probably never will. And let's play with that trident for a second, see why not. If you guys do not have a Loyalty 3 trident, you guys are missing out, because it is wonderful. It is so much fun to play with. Mostly if you're just smacking things really far away, see if you can get a good aim on it, like that fish right there. Yep. Or actually, a game I like to play is I go and I throw it, and I try to run away and try to see how long I can actually, last without having it go back in my inventory. So if you do something like this, and let's say you just throw it out that way, just start sprinting and try to get away, and just see how long it takes. Depending on where you throw it and how fast you are, sometimes it works pretty well. You make your life easier by just using strip logs. Yeah, I probably should have done, but oh well. That's the first time that's happened where I've actually messed it up before, so if it doesn't happen too often, I'll be okay. By the way, how you doing today, Nin Echo? Welcome, welcome. Alright, come on. Here's that water we missed earlier. We gotta fill in. Look at that. I thought I could actually get away without having to fill it in, but apparently not. Apparently the game wants me to fill it in. Yeah, we'll say that's good enough. It's not perfect, but it'll do. It'll definitely do. You just woke up. Very, very nice. See, now that just because that actually makes me wonder what time zone you live in, because if you just woke up right now, I'm guessing you live probably somewhere near the, somewhere near the Asian continent. And by the name Neko, I'm thinking you live in Japan. And if you lived in Japan, that'd be pretty cool. Or you could just be waking up late, but clearly that's probably not the case, because my art of deduction has to be worth something. I actually don't know how big I want to make this right now, but this is probably a good starting area. Probably should work on filling more in than actually taking more away. Just because I probably will want to, angle it more this way than anything. Alright, let's fill more of this in. Or should I just do... Maybe I should just do the top level. Maybe I should be real lazy. And then run into problems later when, creepers blow up and it just gets messed up. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with going for the easy route. Or am I? Now I'm having second guesses. Now I'm remembering the raid issues at my last base. All caused because of things like this. Not Japan, but Asia. Okay, so at least some of my my guess was correct. Very cool, nonetheless. Well, hopefully you are staying safe with the whole coronavirus issue going on at the moment. I think interestingly enough, I say interesting, it's, not really interesting, just more so, the fact. I believe they just got their first case of coronavirus in Africa the other day. I believe a gentleman in Egypt just got diagnosed, and I don't know if he had traveled recently to China or what happened, but I was reading about it. I probably should have read all the details before telling you guys this, but this is my my level of news. I'll hear about it, but not actually read all the details. Alright, come on. Can this take any longer? Probably. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. It's painful for me too, guys. Don't worry. And this is kind of when I'm really wishing I actually ended up getting the water breathing enchantment, because that's something I never threw on my helmet. I have the aqua affinity, but I never got the respiration. I wanted it, but can never find it again after I lost my tools. Alright. Hey, what's going on, Elite? Welcome, welcome. It is good to see your face here at the stream. Alright, this is slowly coming together. Did I mention slow? Sometimes I love this shovel, sometimes I hate it. I think the shovel is like the single tool I kind of dislike the most. It's really effective when I need it to break things, but I have a really bad habit of breaking just like 5 other blocks near it. What am I building? At the moment, I'm just actually terraforming this little area over here. I'll go and actually quickly show you. So there's the new house, and as you can see back there, there's the outpost nearby. And I wanted to actually build a little bit of an area for our banners for the patron shrine. And I think we're going to build the shrine up here is what I'm thinking. So I'm just trying to level this out so that whenever the new episode comes out, I don't know if we're going to make it in the new episode, but whenever I do end up making it, I just want to have a nice little terraformed area for it. So basically just going to try to level this all out at this level. And we'll probably make a nice little bridge going maybe out that way, then over again. Maybe we'll do a couple bridges. I like bridges. Now, guys, it is your job to make sure I do not break my shovel. House looks beautiful. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I tried my best. I'm not very good at designing things in the game, but hopefully it's passable. You're gonna lead, don't worry. Alright. I'm really trying my best to go ahead and watch the durability on the shovel as well as watching chat, because that could lead to issues. And I'm wearing like blue filter glasses, so it's a little hard to see like what time of day it is because everything has just a slight yellow tint to it. Obviously, I can see the sun there, but when I don't have the sun in my my vision, it just looks more daytime than it probably is. Like if I actually pull them up right now, yeah, it's starting to get a little dark. So you guys can't tell, but I can. It's weird for me. And if I had never mentioned that, you guys would not know. Oh gosh, here's that water I didn't clear out earlier. Hey, what's going on, Riley? Welcome, welcome. Do I get other people's realms? I haven't really done it before, honestly. I don't really have an issue with doing it. I just, more so just time. Usually just struggle to find time to do things. Like, honestly, I don't even have time to go on my own realm half the time, which is kind of bad. It's been quite a few days since I've been on my own realm. Actually, it might have been honestly 2 weeks at this point. It was, the last time I was on my realm was like my first stream, which was about 2 weeks ago, yeah. Which kind of stinks. I need to go ahead and try to stream that sometime soon because we're supposed to be doing the Ender Dragon fight. Because I was asking the guys on my my Fuga realm, which is the little thank you I have for my my patrons, my top level patrons. I was asking them to wait on the Ender Dragon fight so we can stream it all together, but pretty sure they're just waiting on me because I asked them that and basically I never did anything about it. I never planned out a date or a time, so I probably should at some point because that's kind of sucky of me, but I just have not had the time, unfortunately. I've been like really congested today, unfortunately. My allergies are acting up. But I guess that's just because we're going into spring soon. I know that the equinox has not happened yet, but soon. I should actually probably clear out these trees because these are bothering me a little bit. I want a nice clear line of sight to see our nice little area we have going on over here. And that means strategically placed trees, but not organic trees. Just the ones that we plant ourselves. Yeah, we'll keep pushing this back a little bit. I kind of really hate placing blocks, so even though I should go ahead and I should just, pull this out more, I'm not going to yet. You have a shopping center you built. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I really do wish I had more time, honestly. But between work and everything else in school and doing videos, I cannot find the time, unfortunately. All right, this shovel. We have a love-hate relationship, like I said. I love how quick it mines, but I hate how quick it mines. All right. I feel like a couple of these holes I actually put on accident. Pick up some of the dirt. My inventory is actually not full yet. I'm pretty surprised. I would have figured it would be full by now, but I guess I do underestimate the amount that Minecraft Steve can actually go ahead and carry. I guess my pufferfish, he's actually not Steve anymore. I forgot that I had a skin there for a second. That's good. Oh gosh, not another little puddle here. Maybe something I should do. Maybe I should plan out the corners of where this is going to be, placed, because this could either take a long time or not so much, as long as I plan it out properly. Let's pick up the dirt. Let's try to plan it out. So I'm thinking, does it take it that much time? It really depends, honestly, on how well I actually try to help myself. So usually the biggest part of video making I have to focus on is one, coming up with an idea. If I have an idea, it's not so bad. But if I don't have an idea, I can just be going ahead and walking around for quite a while, not really having any clue at all what I'm doing. What's going on things? So I'm actually just terraforming a little bit for a future build. Eventually we're going to do a little bit of a patron monument. So we're just going to go ahead and actually clear out some land here and try to level this all off to this level. But yeah, once you actually know what you're doing, it's not so bad, but it all comes down to knowing what you're doing. If you maybe script it out, it'll be easier. I don't really script my videos, which means that I jump around between saying, things. Like when I'm trying to explain my tutorials, I'll jump around with how I describe how the mechanics work. But usually what'll happen is I'll decide that it's not clear enough how I'm describing it, so I'll try again. And then I'll jump back and be like, wait, actually I like the first way. And it's a lot of poor planning is the issue, is what I'm trying to get at. So if you plan things out, it'll be a lot easier. And honestly, you can put as little or as much editing work as you want. I don't do a whole lot of editing, honestly. It's mostly just splicing, clips and audio together. But if you want to put like special effects in, you can, obviously. It's really all about the amount of work you want to put in. Yeah, the efficiency shovel is so helpful, but so dangerous at the same time. It is definitely a double-edged sword. I'm going to probably put some of this dirt away. It's getting a little bit out of hand. Yeah, so thanks. So basically, something I do on my Let's Play world, this is my Let's Play world we're working on, is I like to go ahead and actually make a banner for every supporter I get on Patreon. If you're at any point, if you go ahead and you become a patron, I'll make a banner for you. And they're all unique banners. I actually have a couple over here. And where are they? They're right there. Eventually, I'll go ahead and I was going to try to make a nice little spot for them at the original base, but now that we're moving, we're making a new spot for them here. And we're going to make I believe, a Shinto / Buddhist shrine. Similar to what they have in Japan. Sometimes in Japan they'll have a Buddhist temple with a Shinto shrine. And sometimes there'll be a pagoda there. So in my world here, we're going to be building a pagoda with a little bit of a banner hall. It will not be culturally accurate necessarily. It'll be my version, so If I'm getting some little details wrong with how the religions work, I apologize. This is my understanding, which again is terrible, I'm sure. But anyway, basically we're building a nice place to put our banners. And thankfully I made a screenshot of the signs that go along with them because I almost took them down without realizing what I was doing, and then finally at the last second I had an idea to do that, so I was smart for once. I'm actually thinking I'll probably also name the banners, because I think I can name the banners. Hey, what's going on, Troll? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Alright, now this shovel is getting dangerously low. So I think I'm going to retire this in a second until I can go and get some XP going. Because I do not want this to break. I will cry. How far does this go, honestly? Is this pretty far? Not terribly far. Alright, let me go and actually put this shovel back in the base so I don't accidentally use and kill it, because I will cry. And we'll probably deposit some of the dirt as well, I guess. So I'm thinking we're going to go and we're actually just going to use some random diamond tools, just, you know, no enchantments. And go and let those break, because I really don't have a need for too much diamond, honestly. Make the roof pointy boom Japanese shrine. Basically, yes. Alright, gonna put that there. And let's get rid of some of this stuff. There's really no rhyme or reason how I'm doing it, just, you know, I'm doing it. Keep those on me, get rid of that, get rid of that. Those sticks I do want. Keep the ender pearls for fun. Try to slow down enough so I don't hurt myself, and boom, we are back into the underground. Where are the diamonds? Yeah, I'll grab 5. I'll make 5 shovels. And we are officially almost out of our rockets, so I gotta be very, very careful. And for once, I was actually intelligent again, and I actually put a crafting table right here in front of my house so that I can go ahead and do something like that, which is nice. Oh, let me get rid of that shovel. I forgot to put the shovel away. I am not to be trusted. Get rid of that. And, you know, actually, we'll go and we'll do something like this. Oop, nope. Let's try to pull these down here. Alright. Let's go and let's head out back this way. And try to get a little bit more done. I'm actually really not sure how much longer I'm going to be streaming for. I really suck at talking continuously for hours on end. I think I've been streaming now for about 2 hours. 5 shovels, a little bit overkill. I mean, now it's going dark enough already. I really don't need the diamonds, thankfully, so it's okay. All right, sheep, I need one more of you. Reveal yourself. Yeah, not enough. I kind of felt like not enough as well. But I don't. The real test is how I go ahead and how I react without having efficiency. Because I'm not even going to bother enchanting these. So that's going to be the real issue. Alright, let's see if I have any wool down here. Hopefully I do. These, I don't really want to go searching for a... Yeah, we do, okay. Yeah, throw that there. And this bed we're just going to bring outside with us so that we can actually go ahead and Sleep out there and not have to come back here continuously. You know, well, actually, we'll Ender Pearl. I got the Ender Pearls, might as well use them. You have 7, they're all enchanted. See, I would enchant them, honestly, but my enchantment stuff's at the old base, and I haven't bothered to make a new setup. And that seems like something I should do in a... probably in an episode. Yeah, villager trades are so helpful when it comes to actually enchanting your tools. They make it pretty easy, honestly. Alright, I hate this water. I hate this water. This water is terrible. Alright, where is this water coming from? Come on. Go down. Also, out of curiosity, what is this guy selling? Anything good? Probably not. Nautilus shell, red sand. Yeah, blue ice. Blue ice isn't bad, but I really don't need it. I have quite a bit of packed ice at the old base. I don't really need that right now. Alright, hopefully that's good enough for now. Keep the water at bay. Alright, and clearly it was not. But that's okay, we'll fix that in just a second. Let me go and actually just reveal everything, I guess, for right now. Do you guys remember the days of Minecraft before enchantments were a thing? Those were much simpler times. Before I realized how slow a diamond shovel is. Yeah, this used to be fast. This used to be like one of the fastest things in the game you could do besides gold, obviously. But it is so slow. We are certainly spoiled, it seems, in the new versions of Minecraft having enchantments. But oh well. I feel like an old person when I say that. So again, I'm not really sure how big I actually want to make this, but I have a Go in Echo, but probably going to make this fairly large because I do want this to be pretty impressive and have enough room for us to grow. You like to be spoiled for enchantments? Yeah. Alright, finally all the water is gone. That is nice. Maybe I should check up top to see if there's any more water I want to actually get rid of before I start mining it out, because that could save me a little bit of time, a little bit of hassle. Doesn't really look like there's actually that much. That's okay, I guess. Alright. Maybe I should do this like one layer at a time, like one little row. Maybe I'll be organized. Who knows? I think I actually have some TNT as well. I could use TNT if I really wanted to, but That'll probably just end up me not clearing out much and having a lot more to fix. I guess if that's, if there's one good thing about having a ton of desert temples near your original base, it's having a stack and a half of TNT from it. There were literally dozens of the temples for some reason next to the old base, and I don't think they're supposed to spawn that frequently, but for some reason the game decided to, gift me them, so I will happily raid them for the goods, which mostly, like I said, is TNT. And name tags, and saddles. I guess I got a lot of saddles from them, too. What's actually going to be a lot of fun is actually replacing all this with dirt. That's going to take a long time. Now, I am thinking this is probably wide enough. I don't think we need really to make this any wider, so thankfully I don't think we'll have to raise any of this up. I might raise more up in the front. Maybe just round this off a little bit, because this does look a little weird as it is. Maybe I'll actually round that out now, because figuring this out will probably save me some time later on. Maybe I'll go back to something like this, and then connect it like that. Yeah, it's okay. That looks a little bit organic, I guess. Better than it was. And we'll have to actually do that on that side as well, because that is a little bit messy. But I am feeling I'm probably going to end this stream shortly, just because my throat's getting a little bit sore. Like I said before, I really suck at talking continuously for too long. But that just means we'll have to do, more frequent streams probably. Maybe an hour or two here and there. Nothing too crazy long, because, it's a little, it takes a little bit of practice, to work up to really long streams. Like, I don't know how some of these full-time streamers do, where they talk for 12, 14, 16 hours on end. It is completely insane. I know some people even do 24-hour streams, which I do not understand how they're able to do that. My throat would be completely wrecked. But they manage. They managed to do it. So I guess good on them, but it is not something I think I will ever be able to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to wait to the 2-hour mark. We are currently been live for an hour and 45 minutes. And I think at 2 hours we'll probably call it quits. Thank you, Lead. I appreciate it. I am mostly just rambling. I, at this point, have no idea what I'm talking about. I am just letting words flow out of my mouth with no plan behind them. A sentence I could start and have no idea where it's going to end. And that is how I get through life. You start with an idea. You'll have one part of the idea in your head, and you won't really know where it's going to go, but you find it somewhere along the way. And probably not the best way to be, but that is how I get through a lot of life. It's worked out okay so far, but I definitely need to work on planning better. Alright, something like that's probably okay. Could be better, could be worse. But it doesn't look really, really blocky, which is good. I think I actually hear a spider, interestingly enough. But I don't know where it is. I guess a cave down here somewhere, because I don't really see anything above ground. Yeah, probably in a cave underneath. Think too much about what you say? Yeah, I do notice at times that if I, if I think too much about what I'm going to say, I just end up staying quiet for an extended period of time. Which, on a platform like this, as people are coming and going, they don't want to hear silence. They want to hear, someone talking, hopefully coherently. I got the talking part. I don't really think I have the coherently part down yet, but you know. All right, can I sleep now? Is now a good time? Now's a good time. No, actually, I really look forward to making the bridges for this area. So I'll probably do something about this one over here because this is kind of a weird shape. It's kind of tall and skinny. So I'll probably trim it down a little bit, and then I'll make a bridge from like here to there, and then from there to there maybe. And I really look forward to doing this because I like making bridges a lot. It's something that's not too big of a project, and I kind of like small projects because if it means that I can spend more time doing details, and not have to worry about being overwhelmed by how much there is. Yeah, when you have people talking, it does make it definitely go a lot easier. Um, I mean, you can't really force chat to talk. I mean, obviously, if let's say you don't necessarily have viewership, then it's definitely really tough. I know when I went ahead and actually used to stream on Twitch, a couple years back when I didn't really have a following at all. It would be me and basically a couple of friends. So, honestly, if you ever do any streams on your own, let's say you don't have much of a following, try to see if you can get some friends in there. Your friends will be in chat. Usually they're pretty supportive, and just having someone to chat to, definitely brings it together. Because yeah, talking to yourself is kind of a weird thing to get used to. Some people never get used to it. Some people get used to it quick. But probably the average person, it takes them quite a while to get used to. But any kind of interaction helps. If you do have a viewership, you could just try to engage them somehow, ask questions. People like responding. If you go ahead and if you somehow entice them to talk, once they start chatting, usually they'll continue. It does get weird, yes. What's going on, Tepaset, by the way? All right, so that's a good little spot. Why does it have to rain? Every time I go ahead and I sleep, it starts out nice and then it starts raining, and I can't sleep because it's daytime. Why does this have to happen? Thank you, thank you. Taps, I have a question for you. Your name looks familiar. Did I see you on Magigoric's server? I think I went through looking at some of his stuff. I talked to Magigoric here and there. But I think he has a little bit of a realm he plays on with a couple of the YouTubers. I think it's Broke Rock, if I'm not mistaken. I know that Eddie, I talk to Eddie a lot, obviously. Eddie does Noob Squad, but I think Magigoric does Broke Rock. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen your name somewhere associated with that. Are you on that realm, or am I just being crazy? Say not sat. Sat Tempest. You've got a channel? I think I've checked out your channel before, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, good. I do have my pickaxe on me. I was worried I did not have my pickaxe. Oh, you've never played? Okay, then I guess I've just seen you around. You know what I think it was? I think it was your profile pic. I think I've seen someone with a profile pic similar to yours, or again, I could just be entirely crazy. I'm not sure. But anyway, I think I have seen your channel before. I think I've been on there. Oh, Skippy6 did one of your builds. Maybe that's where I saw it. I'm not sure. Skippy actually did one of my builds a little while ago. He did my 4-in-1 zero tick farm. And I actually went ahead and I got a lot of growth after that, which was kind of nice. My subscribers on YouTube actually basically doubled after that, which is pretty nice. Try to modify it a little bit. Something I would do if I ever made it again is I would definitely go ahead and do some kind of an input buffer, because as it stands, I believe it's, you know, one hopper inputting, and that simply gets overwhelmed so quickly. Now, a lot of the zero take mechanics that, you know, Navy Nexus discovered with 21, they're very finicky. Obviously, they require the chunks to be loaded and can easily go ahead and easily break. So can't really, you know, fix that at all. But the only thing I could fix, obviously, is just that input buffer. So that would be my fix if I did anything. Need piston doors. Elite, if you're really, really curious here, I'll actually go ahead and show you some real quick. I do have a 2x2 piston flush door actually in one of my tutorials. I could just quickly show it to you if you want. You just did bamboo and kelp. Oh god, hold on, let me actually change game modes. So this is my world I actually use when I do my tutorials. I try to keep everything all in one place. Let me see if I can find, there it is. This is going to be my piston door over here. I have this one, which is a fully fleshed out example, and this is just a real basic one. But basically, you're going to have a, you know, some kind of a flat surface, and this 2x2 right here, where the blocks are leading into, are going to actually get retracted. So if I press the button, it'll retract, pull it out, and then it actually will automatically fix itself. And then from this side, obviously, you can press it again and do the exact same thing. Ran those into a composter and a smoker. Yeah, I went ahead and actually I used my what did I do? I went ahead and actually used bamboo, and I used kelp to make a little bit of an XP array. I'll give you a second. Hold on, lead. I'll show you that in one more second. I'm actually going to show you real quick. Deficit. Let me run over here. This is something I built early on in my my channel that I actually liked quite a bit. I say early. I mean, I've only started YouTube, you know, this November, but this is completely stupid, but it works. So I have 4 furnaces here, and into the furnaces I have dried kelp being made. So I have bamboo running into the fuel, and I have you know, kelp running into the actual item being smelting, and I have some zero tick bamboo over here, a zero tick kelp, and essentially it also has a little bit of the array here that automatically saves XP, so that you can go ahead and you can actually collect XP automatically from a zero tick farm. Yeah, actually I have a video on the door as well. The video will probably do a better job of explaining it than I'm doing right now, but if you're curious, I can run through it right now. Very nice. Yeah, getting the bone meal is gonna be really handy. I should actually probably do that at some point. So basically, for the door, all you really need to know is that you have, you know, a 2x2 of, you know, sticky pistons, and then you're gonna have 4 more there. Although I'm actually not building this correctly at all. You're gonna have 2 there. You're gonna have that there. You can have that there, and basically these go ahead and these hold your block of choice. Let's say you're doing this on a stone face. You'll just get some stone. Why can't I find stone? There's stone. You know, you'll go and you get the stone. You'll go and push that out, and basically what you'll do is you'll go ahead and you'll have this being the face. You'll have these powered. So if I do something like, yeah, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Anyway, redstone torch. Something like that, and then you go ahead and you just power those top ones. You know, that'll go and that'll push it out flush. So you just want to make sure you time everything together, and then you can go ahead and you can power these. And then I'll actually grip on to these. Okay. So this is the correct placing, wrong timing. This actually should not be powered until we retract this. But basically the timing is the thing you need to work on, but yeah. Like I said, the video does a much better job of explaining it than I'm doing right now, because right now I'm just trying to show you the placement of the pistons, but yeah. Yeah, that's what Bedrock needs to be more flashy. Yeah, the Hermitcraft guys are pretty cool. They do a lot of stuff. Actually, my favorite build I've done so far is this thing over here. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is supposed to be 99 furnaces. I actually messed up. It's actually, I believe, one extra set. How many do I have per here? What is this? This is going to be 4, 7. So it's actually 110. So there's 110 furnaces here. And you can actually put in any items to be smelted here. So let's say we're going to actually do maybe some chicken. Let's get a whole bunch of raw chicken. Did I develop my own wiring for that? Yeah, I mean, it's not really that hard, honestly, to go and wire it up. Basically, you just need some pulse extenders, and then just, identifying what needs to trigger first. I mean, I didn't follow anyone's tutorial on it, but I'm sure everyone's done it similar. Pulse extenders I copied, it's just two, for a pulse extender you can just do some comparators running into each other. I just did 2 running into them. Alright, so go ahead and place down some raw chicken in here, and then I think I got fuel in here, but anyway, you load fuel in here, and if we go and we actually power this from the back, where should I power it? Maybe right here? Is that going to trigger it? Nope, hold on. I always forget exactly where to trigger this, maybe there. Okay, yes. So this right here, this is a rotating... Why is this not working? Hold on. What did I break? I broke something. I broke that. There we go. So this is a fully rotating fully rotating furnace array. And like I said, there was supposed to be 99 furnaces, but there's actually 110. But there's a line of hoppers here that automatically go ahead and actually funnel down to be roughly divided, not evenly divided, but roughly divided, into this line of rotating furnaces. And the same thing's kind of happening down here, but we're actually inputting the fuel into this rotating, and it's all outputting down here at the bottom. And it's pretty quick. It's not, that efficient. Here and there, they don't go ahead and they don't get, inputted completely evenly, like I said. So here and there, you'll see a couple that may not be being activated. It's just because it takes a while for them to get all the way around and actually get items. Sometimes they'll get 2 items, sometimes they get none, but it's still really quick. And I am very pleased with it. It's actually really fun to go ahead and just stand in here and get moved around. And actually, if I was going to do this in a survival world, obviously probably wouldn't do so many, but I would actually use the same mechanic to do a little bit of rotating hallway. So like I could actually do maybe a weird little spiral pattern where it goes all the way around. And it would look pretty trippy seeing this in a hallway, moving with the spiral, corkscrewing. It would almost be like a little bit like a carnival kind of ride. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, this is the locking mechanism. It still needs a pulse to the back to actually get it kick-started, but that'll actually lock it in place so it can't go and rotate further. But, yeah. Anyway, guys, we are actually over the 2-hour mark, and my throat's getting a little bit sore, and I'm actually being terrible at explaining things, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream so far. If you guys wanted to see the pulse extender, maybe I'll show you the pulse extender real quick. I can't speak, it seems. So down here, I can find it. This right here, this is a pulse extender. Basically, all it does is it just, obviously increases the length the pulse is, being output. And you can actually increase this a little bit by utilizing more comparators. So you can do something like that, and then like that, and like that, and then it'll actually go even longer than it would with just the two. So if you ever need a real long pulse being pushed by a button, you can do something like that. Oh, yep, actually, Tep said I do have an Instagram and a Twitter. And I'll go and actually hop onto the Be Right Back, or not the Be Right Back, the ending soon. And that actually has all my, I was going to say links. They're not links, I guess. I guess they're technically just, usernames. So, Sudox on YouTube, Sudoxy Gaming on Instagram, and Sudoxy Gaming on Twitter. But it should always be in my descriptions of my videos. I don't think it's on the description of the live stream, unfortunately. I should probably put that at some point. But I do. And if you actually follow me on Instagram, you'll actually see a whole bunch of pictures of my dog. Because that seems to be what I post most of the time. Now, thank you, Elite, again for stopping by. And Elite Tapaset, I will see you guys later. Take care. And maybe next stream I'll catch you guys again. So, bye-bye.